Hi, and welcome to this video. It is my Maleficent inspired dragon triple ombre soap. There were a lot of elements that happened in this soap. The first were making the dragon scales, which you can see them finished here, but I basically used soap dough and a fondant cutter, which I will provide the link to the cutter in the comments for you. I am coating these in glitter now to give them the sparkle. It's really simple to do. I just spray a little rubbing alcohol onto my wax paper, dip the soap in the rubbing alcohol, and then dip the soap into the glitter, and it will stick. My soap, as you can see in the container off to the side, is still soft. So I made the scales the day before, put them in that little container so that they're still very soft and easy to manipulate, plus the glitter will stick to them so they're not hard. That is kind of a key. Here you can see the finished scales in all their glory. The sparkle just makes me smile. I love these and I love the color combination. So now that I've done the prep work of preparing the scales, I am creating the actual soap. So this is a triple ombre. It is going from black to kind of a magenta, magenta to purple, purple to pink. I do my split for my colors a little bit different. Most people do equal splits, but I find that it just doesn't create the gradient that I like. I really want it to just kind of be changing all the way through the bar. So what I have found is I actually do a 30-70 split of my colors. So you can see I started here with the black, and this is for me, it's a 5-pound batch. I do a little bit of a water discount. So if I divide my 3 layers, each layer is basically going to be about 26 ounces. So if I take 30% of 26, it's about 8 ounces. And then I have about 18 ounces of the magenta, or the second color. I start with the black, which is obviously has less. That's the 8 ounces. And you can weigh it. I kind of just eyeball it. I add a little bit to each pour. That's about the amount that I am pouring into the mold. Again, it's eyeball. After doing this multiple times, I kind of got a feel for it and have an idea of how much I need to add. It creates a much better gradient or ombre for me, so I like that combination. You can play around, you can do a 50-50 split. I don't think there's a right or wrong way to do it. This is just from my experience with playing with it that I get a better result when I do that combination. So you can see I've poured the first layer already, and I'm now working on the second. I do tilt the mold up, and I lower it down a little bit when I do the second color, and I'll lower it again when I'm about, I don't know, halfway through the third color. This is not necessary. It kind of helps it slide into the mold and creates a little bit more of an even layers, but I've played with it with the mold just sitting straight, not tilted at all, and poured all my layers, and I really like some of the effects that you can get. So again, there's not a right or wrong way. You just play around and do what you want. This is my third layer that I am pouring here. So again, it's the purple into the pink, and you can see that this is slowly changing colors. It's going to get lighter and lighter. I really, really love how this turned out. So this is on super speed, so it's going much faster than I actually poured it in real life. There's a little bit left to it, so I'm just going to kind of let it finish, and then you will get to me adding the scales on top. So the last element of this soap was adding the dragon. I used some soap dough that I made a couple weeks ago and a stencil, dragon stencil. So I am simply spreading the soap dough on the stencil, and then I am using a paintbrush and dusting it with mica. So I'm doing kind of a gradient with the dusting as well, going from pink to purple to that magenta color. I massage or work in, I guess, the micas, blend them to the degree that I want, and once I do that, then I gently remove the stencil, and there you have it. My Maleficent inspired dragon scale soap.